Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I got a pretty interesting one for you guys, actually pretty funny. The topic is, should Fox Sports replace Ryan Hollins for his terrible basketball commentary? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out Dreamerspro Max, an online sports community, a place where you guys can go and start basketball discussions, chat live during games, so many other cool things. We have that linked in the description below. And also make sure you go ahead and click the join button to become a member of our channel. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. Now, when it comes to basketball commentary, there are a good number of analysts out there that I actually enjoy listening to, right? There's some guys out there that I enjoy. For example, I like Charles Barkley. I think Charles Barkley is very candid, very straightforward. He never has any rooting interest, with the exception of probably this year, where I think he's rooting for the Phoenix Suns because he played with that organization, obviously. And also, I know sometimes he pulls for the Philadelphia 76ers. But to be honest with you, I don't think Charles Barkley has a favorite player in the NBA, and he just seems to be unbiased. And given the fact that he doesn't have any rooting interest, he's able to give you an unfiltered take on things as he sees them. Sometimes some people feel like he crosses the line, but in my opinion, I just think that's what makes him who he is. He's just a very straightforward guy. So I like Charles Barkley. Obviously, I like Max Kellerman. He seems to be he usually gives a sober analysis on basketball. Most of the time, I think he's usually correct. Most of the time over Stephen A. Smith, although sometimes Max Kellerman has had some hot takes and said some things that are quite surprising. But overall, I like Max Kellerman. Of course, I like Skip Bayless at times. I think Skip Bayless was actually a better analyst when he was a little bit younger, because he had a little bit more energy, he had a little bit more fervor. I think as he's getting a little bit older, sometimes he's not as aggressive as he used to. I like the old aggressive Skip Bayless, although sometimes he goes overboard. Sometimes he's a little bit overcritical of LeBron James, let's say. Like sometimes he nitpicks a little bit too much. But nevertheless, I do like Skip Bayless. Of course, I like Chris Broussard. I think Chris Broussard is a straight shooter. He tells it like it is. I like Chris Broussard. I think he does a good job, to be quite honest with you, and he gives a lot of great takes. Sometimes I don't agree with everything that he said. Like, I know they did a segment on Undisputed asking the question, is Kobe Bryant a top 10 basketball player of all time? And I was like, well, okay, if it was me, I'd have been like, okay, I don't even want to be a part of this segment. I just think it's silly. But I like Chris Broussard. I also like Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose usually gives some good basketball commentary. I like Rick Bucher. Rick Bucher does a good job. Obviously, he's not perfect. And Marcellus Wiley. I like all of these guys. Now, in my opinion, all of these guys do a great job, but obviously we can all improve, including me, right? I've only been doing this for 2-3 years now, so all of us have room for improvement. The more we learn, the better we become. The older we get, the wiser we get, so all of us can improve. But these are the guys that I like generally to listen to. And of course, sometimes Stephen A. Smith gives, once in a while, he gives a good basketball analysis, but most of the time he doesn't give basketball analysis, in my opinion. So that's been said. Now, let's talk about the worst. I think of all of the basketball analysts out there that I've ever heard, I actually think that Ryan Hollins is the worst of them all. I'm not trying to attack Ryan Hollins. I'm not trying to go at him, but this is just my opinion, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. If you go on the internet, you scour YouTube, and you search for Ryan Hollins basketball commentary, you will see compilation videos of some of his worst takes ever. Ryan Hollins is a master at giving bad basketball takes. He is a master at it. And yesterday, he struck again. I was there minding my business. I was just kind of, surfing through YouTube, and I saw a video or a segment on the Rob Parker and Chris, the Odd Couple, their radio show, and they were there talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. So the minute I saw the title of the video, I was like, okay, let me see what this man had to say. I click on the video. So before I go too far to even break down what he said, I want you guys to take a listen to some of the things that Ryan Hollins had to say about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Take a listen.
So you saying Giannis couldn't do this against everybody?
Not a snowball's chance, Chris.
Who couldn't he do this against?
Kawhi. Bam Adebayo.
Can the dude grow? Can he improve? Can he mature?
He ain't mature that much.
Beast.
He the same.
Bam was playing in that first round, was he not?
Listen, and their team was the team was garbaggio. The wings didn't show up. They didn't make it to the playoffs. They were still in the bubble, dog. And they had a bad season. It wasn't like they just stung in the play. They had a bad. They are who we thought they were. They had a bad season. Here's the deal, man. Giannis in 2021 is the same Giannis he was in 2020 and in 2019.
What?
Chris,
what?
He's the same. In fact, he might have got worse.
What?
He was an MVP. In the last year, he was an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, and he got none of that.
Well, he wasn't. He wasn't going to win any of that until he won a championship.
But here's my point.
Because people were like, yo, you keep doing it in the regular season and fizzling in the playoffs.
Nah, don't make it. He's the same player. You know what he's got? He better thank his lucky stars. Instead of you riding Giannis's coattail, you need to be talking about Drew Holiday.
Oh.
In that soundbite. Oh God. Ryan Hollins basically says that Giannis Antetokounmpo hasn't gotten better since 2019. I know for 100% fact that Ryan Hollins, the only reason he said that was to get a rise out of people. I don't think he truly believes that, because if he truly believes what he's saying, that's actually alarming. So he says Giannis Antetokounmpo hasn't gotten better since 2019. Let's go through some of Giannis Antetokounmpo's stats in the regular season. All right. Giannis, actually, before we even do that, let's just see what Giannis Antetokounmpo has actually accomplished over the last, let's say, 3 years since 2019, and let's see let's see what he's done in the last 2 years. So, just 2 years ago, he won. Last year, he won the Defensive Player of the Year. He won the MVP in 2019. Remember, he said he hasn't gotten better since 2019. In 2019, he won 2 MVPs and a Defensive Player of the Year over the last 3 years. That's Giannis Antetokounmpo over the last 3 years. Now, if we look at the regular season, Giannis over the last 3 seasons, in 2018, 2019, he was averaging 27.7 points per game, shooting 58% from the field, 25.6% from the three, 73% from the free throw line, getting you 12.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, almost 6 assists per game, 1.3 steals, and 1.5 blocks. That's Giannis. The next year, this is 2020, he was averaging 29.5 points per game, 55% from the field, 30% from the three, 63% from the free throw line, and getting you 13.6 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and 3.7, and 1 steals per game and 1 block per game, and 13.6 rebounds, as I said. And last year, this season, he averaged 28 points per game. He shot 57% from the field, 30% from the three, 68.5% from the free throw line, got you 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 blocks. Those are Giannis regular season numbers. In the playoffs, all of his points per game have gone up over the last 3 years. This year, he's averaging 29.2 points per game, shooting 56% from the field, 18% from the three-point line, 56% from the free throw line, getting you 13 rebounds per game, 5.3 assists, 1 block, and 1.1 steals per game. When Ryan Hollins says something like that, he's doing that to troll people. No one looks at these type of numbers and the accolades that he was able to accumulate over that time frame and say he thinks Giannis got worse. But he didn't stop there. Ryan Hollins also gave, I think, probably his worst take in his career ever when he was talking about Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. So before I go too far, take a listen to what he had to say here.
Hold on. You said LeBron James the greatest player ever?
Ever.
What about Michael and Kobe? So you just gonna pass Kobe up like that?
I'm gonna pass Kobe up. I'm gonna look at Michael. I'm gonna look at the.
I knew it. Patron America.
Yo.
Patron America.
Kobe Bryant couldn't fill, or Michael Jordan fill LeBron's shoes. The impact that he's had with different teammates, different organizations.
Would you be mad at me if I just walked off the show?
You can't leave.
Hey, are you aware that this man has tripled and doubled Michael Jordan in assists? Assists make other players better now.
I'm going to say one thing to you, Max. I don't know the numbers like you do. Michael Jordan is what in the finals? 6 and what?
Oh.
And what is LeBron in the finals? That's all I got to say.
Shaq, how many game sevens did MJ go to? Zero.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
How many times did MJ see the Warriors, though?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Will you stop it?
I'm just saying, though.
Shaq,
Stop it.
He's going to beat the Warriors? He's going to beat
Shaq,
KD,
when Jordan
Steph,
retired.
Clay?
When Jordan retired.
No!
Yes.
They would run laps around that Bulls team, yo. Are you kidding me?
Okay, let's go player by player.
Let's go player by player.
All right, point guard. Who you got?
Point guard, you got Steph. Who's guarding Steph? Pip?
No,
Harper?
I'm asking who. Yeah,
Okay, so
Harp,
look.
Yeah, Harp.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, Harp. Lock
So
it
he's
down.
going to chase him off the three.
Yeah, of course.
And then guess what? So you got Steph, you got Clay, you got KD, you got Draymond, and we plug whoever at the 5. Whoever. They're going to beat that team?
Yes.
Because not to mention, they're not going to guard Rodman, and they're doubling every time. MJ.
Listen, first of all, you got to hit those threes. Okay.
They hit them.
Another question. What era are we playing in? We playing in the big boy era where you can knock people on their ass, or we playing in this little cupcake era now where you can't touch people? Give me an era.
I think they win in both eras.
Will you stop it?
Oh, hold on. Is Clay not tough? Clay couldn't play back then?
Whoever's paying him to say all this stuff, I will pay you double to stop it.
Hold on.
In that soundbite, as you'll hear Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was there, and Max Kellerman was there. And Ryan Hollins basically said that Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan can't fill the shoes of LeBron James. And Shaq was like, what did you put in this guy's cup? Like, what is he drinking, right? And these are just some of the bad takes that Ryan Hollins likes to give. I think Ryan Hollins knows that the only way for him to get attention is he has to say outlandish things just to get people fired up, right? That's the only, because I can't really truly believe that he's serious. There's no way in hell this guy can actually be serious. Finally, about the Giannis thing, I think Ryan is mischaracterizing Giannis. Giannis is a big that can handle the ball. Instead, he's looking at Giannis as if he's some type of small forward or guard. Giannis is like a center/power forward that can bring the ball up the court and handle the ball. That's it. Giannis is a big. He needs wing players that can score and put the ball in the basket to really help him win games, as you a la Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. People are mischaracterizing Giannis. Giannis is a big that can handle the ball, and for Ryan Hollins not to understand that is just another example of why Fox needs to replace. I don't really know why. He used to be on ESPN. They were like, okay, we can't deal with this guy. Now he goes over to Fox. I don't even know how he got on Fox, and there he is giving his bad take. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about Ryan Hollins and his basketball commentary in general, and what do you think about his comments about Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, and obviously Giannis Antetokounmpo? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day. Catch you guys on the next episode.